Let us see what Python offers about string, or what you can do with strings in Python. In Python, it is very easy and simple to work with strings. That's why I prepared everything to save some time. You can create multi-line string variable using 3 double quotes and then close with 3 double quotes. And now here you can write anything. If you want to get the length of your string or the length of your text, you can use the len method with parentheses and pass your string to this method. Let us print this to the console. And it says length of my text is 107. So you have 107 characters in this string. In case you don't know, white space is also a character. So all white spaces are also included in this 107 characters. You should know that strings are array, and you can use indexing or index number to get a specific character by using its index. For example, from this string, multi-line string, we want to get the 10th character. The 10th character in that string is U. You can check for a word or a character in a string using the in membership operator. It is true. So useful word exists in multi-line string. Let us see. So yeah, we have here useful. Let's bring this down and check the other one. Subscribe not in multi-line string. Subscribe does not exist. So into 1. Subscribe does not exist says true. This is how you slice a string or cut a string and return that piece of the string. We cut the my opinion from the 7th character to the end. So we specify here the start and the end of slicing or cutting, and it returns that part. If you don't specify the end, it will cut from the specified start point to the end. The other one is from start to the 4th character, not including the 4th one. So here is life. In this example, we get part of the string from the 14th character to the 27th. When you specify the end is not included in the slicing, but the start point is included. If you want to cut some specific characters from the end of your string, you can use the negative index number, and it will cut that amount of character from the end of your text or string. For example, here I cut 21 characters from the end, and this is helpful to each other. There are some useful methods for string that you can use. For example, this one converts this string to uppercase. You can use the upper method to convert a string to uppercase, and then lower to convert it to lowercase, and then you can use strip it to remove the white space from the beginning of your string and from the end of your string. It does not remove the white spaces that are between the words in your string. And then you can use title to convert your string to a title string. The title method changes the first letter of each word in your string to uppercase. Let us print them to the console one by one. Now you have thank you all uppercase is back to lowercase. You see the differences? You have here a white space, but here you have no white space. To title, you see thank you, T is uppercase and U, Y is uppercase. There are also another methods that you can use. They are simple. I just explain them fast. Capitalize converts only the first character of the first word in your string to uppercase. Only the first character of the first word, not the other words. It is not like title. And then you have is title, checks if a string follows the rules of title. Checks if the first letter of each word in a string is uppercase. And then you have is upper, checks if a word is all uppercase. They all return boolean, false or true. And then you have is lower, checks if all characters are lowercase. And then you have is alpha, checks if all the characters in your string is alphabetic characters, not special characters, only A to Z. And then you have is all num. The is all num checks if all the characters in your string alphabetic characters and number, only A to Z and 0 to 9. And then you have index width, and then you specify here a character or a word, checks if your string or text index with that specified string or character. And then starts with, checks if your string or text starts with the string or character or word that you specify here. And then find checks if a word or character exists in a string. If it does, it returns the position that that character or word is found. And then you have count checks how many times a specified string or word or character exists in a string or text. So you can use this by yourself, check them, play with them, and then and learn a few things you will use later. So you have also useful method replace, that you can replace some characters or words in a string with another character or words. Here I have subscribe with K, and I replace the K with C. The split method separates your string into different parts based on the separator that you defined here. For example, I used here comma, so it checks everywhere there is a comma, it cuts that and stores in a new variable like a list. So this split method on names returns a list like this. You see, now here we have a list. Another thing is concatenation. We used a lot of concatenation in the previous chapters. You can use the @ sign to join multiple strings together. For example, we convert the names string to list, and here we use the index and concatenation method to turn it back to a string. It is printed to the console. We join all parts of the list plus adding a comma to our string using concatenation. Another thing in string is template string. You can use template string to insert some data in your string programmatically. For example, here is an intro user that you have curly brace and with some index number, and based on that you can insert new data. You have format method, and you use format method to inject data to your string. Let me run this. And it says, hello everyone, my name is Khalil. So here is my name, empty place, and then I am empty place years old. I have empty place years experience in empty place, and empty place years in empty place, and thank you. So we fill those places by using the format method. You see now here numbers, this are the index number of the template string. By default you kinda have to follow the same order here. Whatever you insert here has to be at the same order where you defined the template in your string. Otherwise you will fill it in the wrong place. With following the correct order, you do need to specify the index number here. You do need to specify or define the index number in your template string. Now it will work fine, exactly the same as another one. Now you see it works exactly like the previous one with the index number. But index number is useful when you don't follow the order, when you don't fill your parameters the same order as your template string. For the numbers, you can also specify how many digits you want after the comma. In this example, we have here 1.25879, but we specified here only 2 digits. I really hate the word digits because we cannot pronounce the word digits fast and properly. So let us try it out by our work in the string. You see here we have 1.25879, and by using this template we rounded the number to 2 digits after the comma. Can you specify here, for example, 3, and you will have here 3. You can also escape some characters in your string using backslash. So for example, here we escape single quote using backslash, we escape double quote using backslash, we insert new line using backslash n, we insert tab using backslash t, and then we escape here octal number, and we escape here hexadecimal. It is not like escaping, but telling the compiler that this is hexadecimal number, this is octal number. First escape char. Here we have only one line. he is a let's say an engineer. He jumps to the new line. He loves stuffs. So he is an engineer and then new line. So it is in the new line. He jumps to the new line and he loves tab, and this is in the tab. Let's print this one. He says hello and he says hello again. You see, in these octal numbers, these are the decimal version of characters. So 110 is capital H, and here you have the hexadecimal version of that you tell the compiler, okay, this is a character in the form of hexadecimal. I hope it was helpful and you learned something about strings.